is dark and dusty. The musty smell of stale air. Cobwebs dangle overhead. People stumble down the stairs. Let's get this party started, yo. The band are in the corner of the floor.
Alright, howdy folks, and welcome back to Aaron's Vulgar Kitchen. Y'all should know by now, before we start doing any cooking, we need to do some goddamn drinking. So let's get some motherfucking alcohol flowing up in this bitch. So today's muse is some Wild Turkey 101. That's a handle, not, 750 milliliters or a liter, because, Aaron's Vulgar Kitchen, we don't fuck around, alright? We take drinking goddamn seriously. As far as a good, regular, go-to drink, that I'll do any night of the week, or especially in my flask when I go to school, sure as fuck drinking Wild Turkey. I mean, it just gets you going right along. It tastes good, fuck it. It's some good-ass shit right there. I'm down. Since this is just bourbon, it's kind of simple. What we're going to do is pour a few fingers of whiskey in there. Chet. There ain't fucking room for this goddamn shit. Alright, fuck it. I'll put it down here. Yeah. As long as the puppies don't get into it, life is good. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, that hits the spot right there. Oh, that's fucking good. Okay.
The kitchen scene is damp and sticky. They're lined up at the keg of PBR.
Got here some cayenne pepper, some curcuma, which is turmeric of English, some bay leaves, ground cumin, some paprika, cinnamon sticks. This is chili powder, oregano. Over here we got a can of tomato sauce up top that, it's fucking tomato sauce. Shit-ass fucking kidney beans, some black beans, alright? Over here we got a French press, because, I ain't bullshitting here. We're going to do some goddamn coffee. And this guy here has some coarsely ground coffee that I did myself, French press requires a coarse ground, and, shit, you can't get it coarse enough in the store, so I made my own. We got a bulb of garlic and a little garlic I had left over. We got 2 dried chili peppers. You can use, anchos or chipotles or fucking anything you want. I think these are anchos. Here's a dried red chili pepper. And we got over here a yellow onion. We got a nice big-ass motherfucking red onion right here, just right-sized for Paris Hilton's goddamn twat. Got a orange bell pepper and, 5 tomatoes. Those are tomatoes on the vine, PLU 4664. I like them. They tend to have more flavor than some of that other bullshit. They actually smell like motherfucking tomatoes, so I'm down. Fucking jalapeno, jalapeno, whatever the fuck you want to call it, there's one of those. These guys here were some serranos that I had left over from another recipe. I'm going to use them shits. And a little red chili I also had from some other recipes. I mean, fuck it. Ain't no reason letting that shit go to waste. We could put that bitch in some chili. Got 3 teaspoons of sugar right here. That's really about all we need. So let's do this shit. We got this nice 3.5-ish quart goddamn motherfucking Le Creuset fucking French oven. I'm gonna turn that bowl up to about 3 to warm up. Got our water cooker over here. That bitch, we're gonna start boiling. We need that for our coffee. Shit, this guy here, motherfucking big ass crock pot, right? Chili's fucking banging when it's slow cooked, so we're gonna slow cook that motherfucker instead of doing it on the stove. Let's see, what we got here is damn near 2 pounds of beef brisket. Brisket's fantastic for this recipe. is in that slow cooking ass crock pot, that meat's just going to be falling apart by the time we're done. So, open this motherfucker up. Oh god. Got fucking meat juice all over my hands. Be careful when I'm smoking this goddamn cigarette. So, the meat here, what we want to do is I'm just going to cut some big portions kind of diagonally to the grain. That's going to make it a little easier to work with. You can see that we got a big layer of fat going through there and a lot of nice fat marbled through. That's what makes this perfect for doing motherfucking chili, is all that fat's going to melt out. It's going to make it really soft. So I'm not going to trim off any of that fat. All I'm going to do is cut this bad boy into some about 1/2-inch strips. Shit. By 1/2-inch strips, I'm just going to cut that down until we got about 1 by 1/2-inch pieces. While we were cutting, the water finished boiling, so let's get started with this coffee. Okay, so over here with the coffee, I'm just going to take the beans into this French press device here. Pour some of those beans in. And into that, I'm going to take our nice boiled water. Just pour that shit in. I'm just going to take the lid of that device, make sure it's all the way up like that. Just set that right on top. One thing that's going to take a little time is soaking these dried peppers, so I'm just going to take those guys and stab a couple holes in them. And shit, you know, drinking's good for me. It's drinking for goddamn food, too. I'm going to take some of that motherfucking wild turkey. Pour that in there until it's just about covering up those peppers. Okay, with the meat cleared off to the side, I'm going to start working on some of this chopping we got to do. Got this nice big ass onion here. Just going to cut the ends off of that. Fuck that shit! And the other end off of there. Fuck that shit! And I'm just going to make a nice little cut along here. Peel off this first layer or so of onion. I mean, that'll get rid of the tough outside skin, that thick first layer, and leave the good shit. Fuck that shit and that shit. My method for chopping onions is with the onion laid out here. It's got a flat side down. Just gonna make a couple of incisions and some about 1/2-inch pieces here. And I'm going to turn it to the side and perpendicular to the direction that I just cut. I'm going to cut some more. Trying not to cut my fucking self when it slips and shit. Ah, fuck. Damn. Alright. See how fast that was? That's part of that onion taken care of already. Now give me a little more room to work. Just going to push that nice chopped onion. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. I'm going to push that shit into that little stainless steel bowl I got. There we go. Some onion. Set that to the side. Drink some whiskey. Okay. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. God damn it. Fucking bounced out and landed on top of my stove here, so fuck that shit again. Much better. Back at the French press, this bitch has had about 5 minutes to steep. So we're just gonna grab that plunger and slowly, like you're fucking somebody's mom for the first time, push down on that plunger. Alright, so one thing we can do with that coffee, and you know, I don't recommend taking this to work, and I don't recommend not taking it to work, you know, personal preferences. Just gonna hook up that whiskey with some of that coffee. It's gonna make a ball of ass fucking drink. So I got the onion chopped. Let's work on drinking. Oh, that's some good ass shit. What we should probably do now is de-seed some of these peppers. But, you know, peppers get goddamn pepper oil all over your hands. You know, you go to masturbate later and it fucking burns your dick. Or you stick your finger in your eye. You know, fuck that shit. So, this bag that the peppers came in from the supermarket, I'm just sticking my hand through there so I can hold this without getting fucked up. I'm gonna chop the stem off of that. Fuck that shit. See inside there, you got an anchor point here and an anchor point here where all those veins and bullshit are attached. So I'm going to cut along this axis, you know, in between those anchor points so I can scoop them out. What you see, some veiny ass fucking pepper. But now, I'm going to slide this knife along, detach in here, scoop out all those guts and seeds, alright? Guts and seeds out of that pepper. As for this bullshit, fuck that shit. Now that same process, we're just gonna go ahead and repeat with the rest of our peppers. We'll do the same thing to this bell pepper while we're at it. Just gonna cut the top off this bell pepper, going around in circles with my little paring knife. Ow! That's my fucking head! What the fuck? God damn! Shit. Break this bitch open. What I want is a bunch of individual cloves. You know, this tedious ass fucking garlic peeling reminds me a little bit of the government shutdown. It's like, you know, what the fuck? I'm just gonna go back and forth, taking these shells off the garlic. At least I'm making progress. Those motherfuckers aren't making any progress. They're still trying to look for someone to goddamn blame. You know, fuck that shit. This isn't about Obamacare. This isn't about passing a budget. This isn't about closed national parks or any of that other bullshit. All this shit is like battle for the next re-election. It's fucking ignorant. Like, because both parties are so worried about what their base is gonna think, like, their fucking extremist-ass base. Your guy is up there like, fuck no, I'm not going to compromise on anything whatsoever. I'm not even going to talk unless I get my way. We need somebody to blame. Fuck that. Like, don't re-elect that motherfucker. Republicans, hey, you don't like Obamacare in its present state. Understand it. I totally get it. Where is your argument for why any American in such a rich fucking country should have to worry about losing their house, losing everything they own, because of some goddamn medical bills, alright? Republicans, you don't have an answer for that. Where's your solution? Where's your plan that's going to help people and is going to be more efficient and is going to require less government control, but is actually going to take care of folks, alright? And, you know, Democrats, similar question for you, alright? Here's your Obamacare, this is your answer. Enough people are concerned about that there's a considerable standstill going on in the government right now. What can you compromise on? Where's ways that you can make it less big government, less big brother, regulate the existing system in a way that people aren't left out in the cold and it's not money-grubbing ass corporations making life or death decisions? You know, how can we both come together to make something that's reasonable for the American people? I'm not for dependency, but I'm not for people that are really down on their luck and just having a hard time fucking dying and shit. They're still goddamn human beings, alright? I don't care if you have to cave and compromise on some shit. If you're one of those holdouts that's being fucking ridiculous, I ain't voting for your ass this coming year. Like, that's some bull. It's the mainstreamers that matter more. It's not the extremist base. It's the fucking 90%ers. Let's worry about them and what they think and how they're going to affect your re-election instead of your crazy fucking Marxist-ass motherfuckers or your goddamn Reich wingers, alright? So our garlic's peeled. Let's go ahead and fuck that shit. Fuck all of that goddamn garlic ass fucking that shit too. Fuck that. Shit! Fuck! Dropping my goddamn motherfucking sugar. Fucking travesty right there. Shit. So we're following enough along to get some shit going here. Let's get these beans ready. Fuck! God, what the fuck? And blades all over the place. I'm just gonna open these motherfuckers up while we smoke some cigarettes. So the thing about those beans is that we don't want all that random ass bullshit liquid that's in there. So all we're gonna do is take that small colander guy that we got, and it's gonna take our beans, pour them in there. Let them drain a little bit. And with the can, you know, fuck that shit. Pour in just a little splash of olive oil, and with the paper towel, I'm just going to rub that oil around all of the inside surfaces, okay? Then into the crock pot, we're going to put our meat. Oh yeah, meaty meaty. We're also going to put in our beans that have drained real nice. Toss that shit on top. Fuck that shit! We're gonna take some of that French press coffee, just pour that shit in there instead of water. Gives it a little extra flavor. I'm gonna put this bitch on high just to get it warmed up real quick. You know what? I've been doing a ton of drinking, but this food hasn't been drinking at all. So I'm just gonna take a quarter cup of wild turkey here. Throw that motherfucker in the food. Let's get the lid off of that. And we're going to throw in a bit of olive oil here. It's enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Okay, while that oil's heating up, let's add some spices to it. We're going to take 2 teaspoons of our cumin. Throw that in. It's going to start to sizzle. Don't be alarmed. Don't start shitting your motherfucking self. It's okay. 2 teaspoons of paprika. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Fuck that shit. And fuck that shit as well. This is the turmeric. Take a teaspoon of that. 2 bay leaves. Throw that in. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We're going to throw in that motherfucker. And here's some oregano. We're gonna 3 teaspoons of that shit. And you know, I'm just gonna take this shit that's got shit all over it and stir that shit the fuck up. Okay, so what that's gonna do is release all the delicious flavors of our spices into the oil. So what we're gonna do here is take this magic bullet receptacle and put in all those peppers that we cut up. Just the spicy ones, alright? Not the goddamn bell pepper. Put a chopping blade on that bullshit. And in the magic bullet, we're just gonna let that shit go. Just take those goddamn peppers out of the whiskey here. I'm just gonna stab them with a knife. I'm just gonna cut the ends off. Add those motherfuckers to the magic bullet. Chop them shits up too. It's back over at the crock pot. I'm just gonna take that shit from the magic bullet. Just gonna scoop all of that shit in. Okay, back over here, we're gonna take that same magic bullet receptacle, put in all that goddamn chopped garlic. We're gonna add that can of tomato sauce to the crock pot too. Oh yeah. Pour it all over, just like skeet on a hoe. Alright, fuck that shit. So the next shit we gotta do up in this motherfucker is add those onions to this fucking pot that's got our spices and oil and bullshit in there. Fucking pour them shits in. Goddamn onions. Fuck that shit. Fuck. God damn it, getting shit all over the place, all fucking ready. Fuck, man. Need to add some more olive oil to that son of a bitch. Just gonna drizzle some in there until I'm fucking satisfied. That's what he said. Okay, into there we're also gonna add some fucking fresh ground sea salt. Goddamn motherfucker broke fucking cracked ass fresh ground pepper. Make sure all that shit's evenly distributed. Like equality of results in a fucking progressive administration. There we go. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up in that pot there. We got the onions and all those seasonings and fucking oil and shit. Let's take these tomatoes. We're gonna cut the ends off of them. With the ends, we're just gonna go through. They got that stump in there. We don't want to eat the stump, but the rest of this is all good tomato that starving puppies in India would die to fucking eat. So we're gonna cut around that shit. And fuck that shit. Alright, I'm gonna cut up the rest of these tomatoes. So we're gonna grab them with that open face. We're gonna cut slices. Shit. And then the ends we're gonna save. Alright, the slices we're gonna stack up. Cut into thirds. We're gonna swipe them around. Cut into thirds again. So goddamn tomato's been cut up, that's legit. Now that shit from the magic bullet, we're just gonna scrape out this wooden spoon here. Fuck! Launching shit all over my goddamn motherfucking ass. Fuck that shit. Floor! Fuck! It's as good a time as any to check on puppies. Puppy's keeping a close eye on daddy. Aren't you, puppy? Aren't you, puppy? OPP is kind of chilling on the couch. Do you want to hide from the Vulgar Kitchen? Oh, I can't blame you. It's vulgar as shit in there and you're kind of tired, huh? Puppy, what the hell are you doing? You eating that shit off the floor that I dropped? I'm just gonna take those motherfucking tomatoes and fuck all of that shit right into the crock pot. Fuck you. God damn it, puppy, what the fuck? Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Alright. So that thing with the onions and shit in it, we're gonna turn the heat off. And that whole pan of onions and seasonings and oil and all that bull. Gonna add that motherfucker to the crock pot. Scrape off the seasonings as best we can. That wooden ass motherfucking don't put it in your ass, it'll hurt fucking spoon. Shit! Shit! Fuck! Goddamn fucking onion's still in there. Alright, get those out. Fuck, that's heavy. So that whiskey that was in that bullshit with those motherfucking peppers and shit that were dried, take that hoe, pour it in that, whisk that around. We don't want to waste all that precious goddamn seasoning. I'm sloshing all over the motherfucking stove! Shit! Fuck! Alright, so we got that bullshit, mostly, fuck, round it up. Drop that into the crock pot too. Oh shit, we're out of goddamn booze. Let's get some more of that shit going too. Alright. Fuck. Shit, I tell you what, I've been goddamn drinking. Shouldn't our food be fucking drinking too? Let's take the lid off. Oh yeah. Just gonna add some more booze to that motherfucker. Oh yeah. That's right. The lid back the fuck on. Fuck that! And take that bell pepper. I'm gonna cut that bitch into slices. And then with each slice, we're gonna dice. Alright, we ain't got no slap chop in here. We ain't been bringing hoes back to hotels, getting slap chopped in the face with a motherfucking phone. Alright? We're just running a kitchen here. Cinnamon stick out of that collection of cinnamon sticks and fuck that shit into the pile. Alright, we're gonna need that motherfucker. Shit. Fuck. We're just gonna bring over our cutting board with the chopped up fucking bell pepper and the cinnamon stick. And just fuck that shit right into the crock pot. Alright? Fuck, it's all over the floor again. Shit, Jesus Christ. Fuck, man. Those few teaspoons of sugar, I'm gonna add that in right about now. Okay? Fuck that shit. Fuck! Fucking messy as fuck. It's all over the goddamn fruit. Fuck, man. So all the ingredients is in that fucking crock pot bullshit. All we have to do now is fucking wait for several goddamn hours, alright? Jesus Christ. See what happens when you fuck that shit? Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Alright, fuck it. You know what, folks? I'm too fucking drunk and too tired to give a damn about the rest of this bullshit. So let's just set it up for the night. So all I'm gonna do on the crock pot here is change that to low heat from high heat. And that bitch will be good to go through the night. You know what? Let's get a little hair of the dog going in that coffee. Shit. Alright, folks, so if you couldn't tell by my fantastic hair, it's now morning time. You're getting to share the first cigarette of the day, which is good, and first cup of coffee with a little whiskey in it. That shit ain't no ordinary goddamn rice cooker, alright? Look at this motherfucker. Okay, yeah, it masquerades as the ordinary plain-ass rice cooker. Stainless steel, motherfucker, alright? This is goddamn fucking 312 surgical grade motherfucking steel up in this bitch, alright? I ain't fucking around with some goddamn Teflon ass coated fucking rice cooker. Alright, it doesn't matter how much Teflon they put in that bitch. Goddamn rice is gonna stick to it. But with this stainless steel, you know, we can still get around that, and we can keep from getting goddamn brain cancer first thing in the fucking morning. And control that dog dribbling in my kitchen. That rice we're gonna rinse a little bit, just to get some of the bull off of it so it doesn't stick together quite so much. So I like to do it the easy way. Put it in that small colander guy and just go run some water through that shit. I'm getting ready for work and shit this morning. I'm just gonna cook this bitch up to high. Let's just take a meat up against the edge. Wow, that's just like barely pushing on it and it slides right in. Oh man, my stomach's not feeling so hot. I gotta kind of hover above this trash can a little bit. And, Oh, that's nice. Oh, ow, God. It's like fucking fire. What did I eat? Oh, that's right. I had some panty melter last night. Jesus. Oh. The only problem with paper towels is they're a little rougher than toilet paper. What? You shit in a bag? You shit in a bag, puppy? What you looking at? God damn. Don't dribble in my kitchen. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have to take that bag out. God damn. Let's just take the water off the rice for a second to wash our hands. I don't want to have our hands all shitted up. Tell you what, folks, that is much better. Cigarette after that. I'm just gonna take it and just pour that bitch out. You know, notionally, you pour in goddamn rice, and then you fill with water up to the line for the number of cups of rice you're making. Alright, so there's water to just over the 2-cup line. We're gonna fuck that shit into the rice cooker, plug that bitch in. Grounded ass plug. And you know what? Fuck it. Put some goddamn wild turkey in there too. Hit start, put the lid on. Let's go ahead and check out what the fuck we got going on back over here. Looks like our rice finished cooking, and you see it's gone to warm with these pot holders. I'm just gonna lift it out, set it on one of the pot holders, and that'll, you know, with the remaining heat, get any residual water and steam out of there, and you'll have nice fluffy rice. Be really good. Let's just take the cinnamon stick. Fuck that shit! Let's give it a little finishing touch. Some fucking wild turkey. Just a little splash of that in over the top for flavor. We're just gonna go ahead. A little fucking wild turkey in there too. Yes. Goddamn. Fuck! Oh shit, that crock pot's hot. Motherfuck! God damn it. God, I need a drink. Shit. Oh, that's nice. Jeez. What a great way to start the day. If you put all the rice on the bottom, it gets too full of goo, and you know, it's hard to stir to get your rice mixed in. That pisses me off. You put it on top, you know, it's hard to stir down. Half your rice, you know, gets eaten right away, and then you got no rice to go with the chili on the bottom. We're gonna... Shit! Fuck! Ow. Oh, we're gonna try to mitigate that a little bit and move the ashtray so I stop fucking burning myself. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna grab up a nice ladle of that shit. Pour it down in the bottom of the container. Throw some rice in there. Pour that bitch over the rice. We're gonna leave some room in the container, A, for the lid to seal, and B, to be able to stir that bitch later. Let's take a lid, put the lid on there, seal that vent. There's one.
Let's get this party started, yo. The band are in the corner of the floor. Their songs are pretty kick-ass. We're dancing like we've never danced before. Music is loud, the kids are so young. All over the world, they wanna have fun.
Okay, that's about it. I got 3 big ones, 2 medium ones, and 2 small ones. So we got a lot of fucking chili to eat over the next couple of weeks. There's some rice left on the counter still. I don't believe in wasting. I'm just gonna eat that. It can be my breakfast. Well, the counter's clean. I didn't shit on the motherfucking counter. I shit in the trash can. My rice cooker's not non-stick, brain cancer causing goddamn motherfucking Teflon. Look at that. Barely anything got stuck to it, alright? It's not burnt on. It's just stuck on because rice is starchy. It's really no big deal not having that non-stick shit. And it ain't gonna be getting goddamn Alzheimer's and brain cancer and fucking running around like, I don't know who I am anymore. Like, fuck. That's about all there is to that. I'm just planning this one ahead since, you know, crock pot takes, you know, fuck, that was like good 10-12 hours it was in that bitch, but God, was it worth it. That meat's just falling apart. Fucking yum. Alright, so this episode is brought to you by the letter Camel Turkish Golds and the letter Wild Turkey 101, bitches. Alright, see y'all motherfuckers next time on Aaron's vulgar ass goddamn son of a bitch cunt licking kitchen.
The basement scene is hot and sweaty. Bodies packed from wall to wall. The band are tearing through their set.